Well, hello everyone. Today we will be talking about the continuous slide of the two-time Stanley Cup champion, Matt Murray. And, before we start, please make sure to like this video and join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing. I appreciate it so much. Now let's get to it. So, who would have thought even a few years ago Matt Murray, who's currently 27 years old, would have cleared waivers and be sent down to the AHL just 5 years after winning the second of back-to-back Stanley Cup titles? I didn't see it coming, I gotta be honest there. But here we are, and it just blows my mind that we're here because this is a guy that we wondered, would he be a potential Vezina contender? How many more Stanley Cup titles would they win with him? And now he's not even playing at the NHL level, and you gotta think, Pittsburgh protected him over Fleury in the expansion draft. Fleury went to the Stanley Cup Finals and also won a Vezina. Murray, things have not gone well at all. And early in his career, you just look at these stats and it's just crazy. Just to give you an idea of how good he was, his first 2 years looked like this. He had a record of 41-12-5, had a 2.32 goals against average, a .925 save percentage, and 5 shutouts. He also had the 7th best goal saved above average in the league in that time and was one of 2 goalies in the top 7 to play less than 75 games. The rest all played 94 games or more. So going off this, you'd have to say, hey, we're looking for a pretty good career. We're looking out to be what could be pretty special. Then not so much. The next 3 years in Pittsburgh kind of had their ups and downs, and it just wasn't very pretty. Then, obviously they decided it's time to move on. He went over to Ottawa, and as we can see, this has not been good for him or the team. I can't say that, Ottawa really expected him to be the cup-winning goalie from the first years of his career, but the Senators probably still had hopes that he would be a starting caliber goalie for them that was a good goalie. And, I didn't really expect him to do super well because Ottawa's had a lot of defensive issues, but that paired with the injuries certainly made Murray sign with the Sens not good, I guess you could say. He's got a 3.35 goals against average and an .892 save percentage with Ottawa, and he's only been able to play 33 games past 2 seasons because of just various injuries. I believe he's even been on the COVID list. And I think really, when you come down to it and say, what is the problem, especially lately, for Murray, when it rains, it pours, and it's really obvious based off looking at his game logs, looking at the memes that come out about him. And I think last year was a big thing for him. He played in the North Division last year with a ton of offensive players that were talented. Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and plenty more names. And when you're up against those groups with a team that's got defensive issues, you're asking for problems. Plus, they can kind of figure you out and see what works and what doesn't. He gave up 6+ goals 4 times in 27 games last year. That definitely impacted his stats as well. You take out those games, it's probably still not super pretty, but it's a lot better than that. I believe he gave up 6 goals 2 times and 7 goals 2 times as well. It's not beautiful. Anytime a goalie gives up that, it's really going to impact their stats, especially when they play less than 30 games in a year. So, having talked about some of those things, what do I think the outlook of his future could be? Personally, I think him being sent to the AHL could be a good thing to get him back in the swing of things, maybe his confidence level back, and work on stopping those high-danger looks. I think that's really been an issue at times. I don't think we'll ever see him be a reliable starter again, but I do think with a boost of confidence and him being on a very good defensive team, maybe a very reliable backup, and on a really good contending team, maybe a 1B type of guy. But I guess we'll just have to see where his minor league stint takes his career. And while reportedly he's not happy about it, he does have his chin up and said he's going to try to be very positive and try to go forward with this with a great approach. So that is a good thing for him there. Do you think Murray will play in the NHL again? Do you think he will be a starter again? Will he ever be good again at the top level? All great questions, and I would love to hear your thoughts down below just because this is such a weird topic to cover. Somebody that had such a promising start in their career, and things have really fallen off. If you liked this video, then like this video, and don't forget to join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing. Hope you enjoyed this video. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. You go love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.